Hello everyone, my case study project will highlight the importance of moving away from industrial agriculture and towards urban farming. I have chosen this project to increase my knowledge on urban agriculture and how I can create the most efficient ways to farm with limited urban space. I will be working with a community garden in hopes to create a safe space for a community to grow food and learn about the different ways to farm for the best rates of sustainable production. My main focus areas will be to educate myself and others on food security and health, as well as finding the best ways to reach high food yields for the entire community. Industrial agriculture is the most recent form of food dispersal and yet not the most reliable as populations grow and climate change increases. So, what's wrong with industrial agriculture? The distributor controls the industrial agricultural system. They get to decide what needs to be grown, how it's sold, and even the demand for it, though they focus more on the market value. With that, there is the addition of massive farms further away from urban areas, leading to deforestation, which causes large ecological impacts like habitat loss and species endangerment, also increasing the amount of pollution in the air and in the water. The disconnect between healthy food farming and human engagement leads humans to obesity and diabetes. The negative impacts of industrial agriculture can raise the question if it can even sustain food security in the future. Due to the way the food system works now, about 30 to 40% of food is wasted between the distributor and the consumer due to freshness, imperfections, and the lack of education. With growing populations, we will be at war with whether we should build, shelter, or farm food. With our current system of farming, there is still food insecurity, so implementing another strategy can create just a more just and sustainable way to remove hunger from the world. Urban community gardens is the first step towards better food security and sustainability. We can focus on the land we already use by adding more natural beauty to concrete jungles, reduce our artificial exposure to ecosystems, keeping water systems and species populations safe. We can increase our independence on obtaining fresh, healthy foods by creating better access and the opportunity for local jobs. Urban community gardens can bring people together in a meaningful way, adding culture and connection through food. We can also expand urban farming through the use of rooftop gardens. Greenhouses can be added all around the world and to areas with high and low temperatures. Heat islands are created through the increase of energy use. Urban gardens can combat this by increasing carbon sequestration and lowering the temperature within cities. Urban farming also reduces stormwater runoff, and adding plant life into cities can encourage species to return to these areas. We have to find ways to increase food growth with less space. Hydroponics and aquaponics can help increase food yields even past industrial agricultural levels. With hydroponics, we can see how much nutrients need to reach the best production rates. We can create vertical farms to reduce the need for space and still keep up with food demands. Aquaponics is more sustainable and produces food at the same rate as hydroponics. It's the use of living species to produce nutrients that the plant roots can take in to increase growth rates. Aquaponics will be my focus throughout the project as I hope to see the increase in food production and the potential for low environmental impacts, though my focus is on the potential for increasing food production within limited urban farming spaces. To begin the process of urban farming, we need to start educating and investing into it, creating spaces within schools dedicated to community gardens can create a positive relationship between the future generations and food production. Cities need to invest in the most vulnerable communities to introduce and educate them on the different urban farming practices. Adding more urban community gardens within high traffic areas can increase the involvement of the entire community. Creating this connection can bring together people through cultural and social engagement, adding to a better understanding of and just community of independent individuals. Transitioning to urban gardens won't be easy, but with the right investments and radical movement away from industrial agriculture, we can create a more sustainable world with better food security for all.